Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another rousing edition of PMALCS. I, Dill General, am joined here by Bungman.
Hey, how's it going, General Dill?
I don't think he enjoyed that intro. Anyway, here we are getting underway with our first game for tonight of Power Bottom Boys versus Send Nudes. Please don't get underway with it. I'm very
Yes.
busy and don't need that in my inbox. So I need to go check out the picks and bans.
Agreed. Yeah. We're here with Send Nudes versus Power Bottom Boys. Power Bottom Boys trying to secure a playoff spot here tonight. I believe can with at least one win. Send Nudes continually trying to play spoiler. Did pick up their first win of the split last week against They Are Here. Um, be really interested to see what comes out as we do have some subs on, I believe, the side of Send Nudes.
Yeah, subs on both sides here with Power Bottom Boys having the 80 carry sub of Digital Love and Send Nudes having the jungle sub of Jaundice. I think that's all.
Yeah, Jaundice. So no Obora this week, and Fudgy is actually out on vacation. So how unfortunate. Um, but as we are going to be getting into pick bands here soon, uh, I think as I'm looking at it, yeah. So Power Bottom Boys are 8-8. Send Nudes now they're at the bottom at 1-14. Not playing the second match for technical issues. Um, as we are in the pick bands right now, and the Fizz band coming out from Power Bottom Boys right away, targeting on Juice Me Mommy.
Ah, yes. So Fizz is an annoying mid lane champion, that is for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we had seen them try to pick it in the jungle for Jaundice, because who knows what people try these days for a win.
Yeah,
And immediately a Fiora ban here against Frontlash from Send Nudes.
kind of an interesting pick. You haven't really seen one it banned against Frontlash for him to decide to choose it when it is available. Gotta expect probably the Poppy band to be coming out as well, though.
I mean, Poppy not doing so hot into Hillary Clinton's champion pool, so I do wonder if they end up going that way as we see a Draven ban against Family Man. Another interesting choice because Digital Love is also the other Draven main of the season. Digital Love and Family Man both being proficient Draven players. Interesting that they would choose to ban that away. And Irelia gone here, targeting that top lane heavily from Said Nudes.
Yeah, I guess with the Draven ban is mainly because if you're not comfortable with first picking it, it's not that high of a priority to you. You probably don't want to give it over on a first rotation red side to where they can pair it with something for sure that they know they can have either safe or a strong 2v2 lane in. So maybe that's the reasoning behind that. As the Yorick and Aurelia both come out for bans right here, as the Lucian rounds out the last ban here in the ban phase one.
Yeah, Lucian a high priority pick for long anime schlongs with Digital Love as their AD carry, so he's been performing well on it this season. Just trying to get that away and cut down on the bot lane pool. Still giving over the Poppy. Again, I don't think Poppy is that great into Hillary Clinton's champion pool up top, so Power Bottom Boys may elect not to go with that as they first pick the Morgana here. Possibly for Murphy Rowdett, but also possibly for Rob. They both play that one.
Yeah, I think it could definitely go either way. So it's a nice flex pick right there. Probably gonna be looking at maybe okay. I was gonna say jungle, but ADC right here for Family Man. The misfortune coming out, seeing a lot more play, especially with the lethality kind of getting a boost as most games don't end up going as long right now. Having that earlier power spike of lethality, I would expect ooh. Is he gonna lock in the Lee Sin against Labby? He does.
The disrespect from Jaundice coming out.
Oh, Gio's a troll.
Yeah, especially with, things like Trundle still being up that are incredibly powerful junglers that can duel at least in that early game with the press the attack plus the ability to quickly get that through with the chomp. And also Warwick, another great pick into Elise, and he can fear him out of his resonating strike.
Yeah, you definitely would have to time that correct, but Warwick, a really good champ, has a healthy clear, also has a chomp, and also runs press the attack. So basically, just a furrier Trundle without a stick. Um,
I, I guess so.
I didn't even really think about that, but yeah, it's just oh, and both of their CCs are on E. Uh, the pillar and the fear
And
as
W
Jinx.
makes them run fast and attack
Yeah,
fast.
exactly. The W does, and then the Q is a bite. Riot, diversify your champions. My God, as the Jinx is locked in here for the side of Digital Love and Power Bottom Boys.
Interesting to see a Jinx. That I mean, I almost feel like that secures the Morgana as the bot lane pick here. You got to have something to protect the Jinx on top for all laning phase. And not a champion we've seen much of around though. She did get a moderate buff, allowing that extra rocket damage to crit, increasing her damage slightly. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I I mean, I've seen her a lot in like the ranked flex queue games that I'm playing. I can tell you this: it's incredibly annoying if you have a good ADC player on a Jinx, to where she's just critting you, every two out of three times on the rockets, and all you can do is just barely run away from it because you can't outrange her. So, um, but speaking of an ADC's nightmare in the top lane, Nasus being locked in for Sin Nudes and Hillary Clinton.
and apparently Send News also thinking that is for sure a Morgana support, dropping 2 bans into the champion pool of Rob, the Oriana, and Zyra.
Yeah,
So
I think if you want to, you could still flex the Morgana mid, and like I'm not sure that Murphy plays this champion, but maybe you could maybe a Thresh could work out to get some peel, a Tom Kench as well. Uh, there are the likes of some champions we haven't seen as much, maybe a Karma, or the only thing I'm kind of seeing right here, ooh, is a Leona. So do they really think that's a support Morgana? Because they just picked Leona into it.
I mean, Morgana is Murphy Raudet's one of his top 5 played champions in ranked, so assume. And we will probably see a Trundle top into that Nasus, as Frontlash saw how obnoxious that was as Nasus. The Power Bottom Boys Long Anime Schlongs game.
Yeah, but the long anime schlong's top laner is a literal troll, so he actually has the exact same beard as Trundle. That's kind of weird.
I mean, you're not wrong on either of those points.
Yeah, well, I only speak the truth here, uh, as my Symphonian vows only allow me to do so. uh, but they're getting both of the chompy press the attack champions on the side of Power Bottom Boys as their final pick's going to come in for mid lane, most likely. An Echo for Rob.
Ooh, spicy. I've never seen him play Echo.
Rob is also the one doing pick and ban, so
Rob is
doing
trolling.
exactly what Fudgy would do and save himself last pick and a spicy pick that, would maybe does or doesn't pan out.
Yeah, we'll see how that does work out, because Senuts did hold their mid lane, and we'll see an Annie potentially, and Annie is locked in. Something immobile into the burst assassin of Echo. I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out. I have a question from the audience. Who is the ADC for PBB? Currently, it is Digital Love 69 on loan from Long Anime Schlocks as your AD carry this week for Powerbomb.
Yeah, and the Annie into the Echo, a little bit interesting. Uh, I think looking at these team comps, it's kind of interesting. They both have like ways to bridge the gap across like some of the early game pressure in the likes of a Warwick or a Morgana. The Trundle in the top lane, once he gets around 6, can like try to kill the Nasus, especially if he's going Conqueror. Um, but and then the later the game goes, the Echo gets stronger, and so does the Jinx. But on the side of Sin Nudes, Lee Sin and Leona have that early game kind of damage. Misfortune kind of bridges once she gets one or two items. Annie with the stun will just be relevant for CC at all points of the game, but the later it goes, she can one-shot Flash Tibbers, and the later it goes for Nasus as well. So kind of similar in how each team can win. They have champions for each phase of the game, but I feel like it's a little bit more disjunct on the side of Power Bottom Boys because they're going for like a 1-3-1 almost, probably. Echo not known for being one of the best team fighters.
Yeah, he definitely has the potential to sit in a side lane, just hard shove towers and take them down quickly, but also can provide some good flanks for their team. It's really going to come down to this bot lane squad from Power Bottom Boys. How well can Morgana keep that Black Shield uptime on Jinx and prevent her from being kicked or jumped on by Leona or withered by Nasus? Because if either of those come through, that's pretty much the team fight gone for Power Bottom Boys. Jinx is just going to get completely destroyed if she gets anywhere near Annie or is just crowd controlled to death without those Black Shields coming out.
Yeah, it's a. I hate our observer. He's trolling. I think. Yeah. I think when I think you'll probably agree here. When you're looking at team comps, it's always about ease of execution, and I want to give it to Sin Nudes in terms of that. You have a point and click stun on Annie. Nasus just split pushes, and that's a Syato special, as it's known here on PME LCS. Misfortune has a team fighting ult, and Leona has some nice point and click lockdown. I think you have the right person on that for Leona. The wild card here is this Lee Sin for Jaundice. Not incredibly strong one into the Warwick or into the entire team comp necessarily of Power Bottom Boys. It's gonna have to make some really, really big plays in this early game to even stay relevant.
Yeah, the less Lee Sin does in the early game, the worse off the team is in the end game for that. Probably just becomes a peel bot kicking Echo away from his team, but can only do it once. So Rob will be able to re-engage that easily with the ultimate dropping him back into the middle of the team if he's kicked away from oh,
Yeah, looking at this, the Jinx Morgana lane double ranged, really nice, and the Black Shield. Jinx should be safe. I think that is probably, though, one of the two lanes that Jaundice is going to be looking at. You don't ever really gank for a Nasus. There could be a chance Frontlash has been known to overextend a little bit in the side lanes, but mid and bot are where your guaranteed CC are. So I would love the Lee Sin pick. I think it's spicy. I also think it's extremely disrespectful to do it in front of the Labby 1898 because I don't know if you know this. Labby has a really good Lee Sin.
I hear General Dill can also play Lee Sin. Maybe you've heard of this before.
No. All I know is that he plays Shyvana with Ignite. And he's a troll.
I guess looking at these team fights, though, I guess another pretty big wild card is Trundle Pillar. Like, how well can Frontlash split up the team of said nudes during an all-out brawl in any given lane or around objectives? Those pillars can come in huge. Something that's always understated is the wall play coming out from champions that create terrain. Is how well can you utilize that to get picks or split up a team fight?
Sorry, I was drinking. Yeah, exactly. And I think there's a lot of zone control on both sides. The Misfortune being able to take over an entire corridor. Leona's solar flare and any flash tibbers or flash stun can do that. With and then over there on the side of PBB, the pillar right there, Morgana binding, Jinx traps, and the Echo stun as well. So um, it's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna personally give it to Sin Nudes, not just because I want to root for an underdog. Uh, there you go. That's my pick.
I'll tell you my pick in the first 3 minutes. Basically, how well this Trundle can bully Nasus out of farm early game. Because if the Trundle is able to properly do his job and get that early lead on the Nasus, then I give Power Bottom Boys a great chance of winning that game.
I am being called out because I actually totally forgot that Power Bottom Boys could, like, their playoff thing could help out another team that I support, which is Popo's Pecking Order, for those of you who don't know. Uh, I support them. I support all PMAL CS teams, though. But yeah, so then doubly go send nudes. Am I alone?
No, you're not alone.
Okay.
So Conquer the misfortune, though.
I think the Conqueror is interesting, considering Trundle's not going to be a tank. I think Conqueror is generally done into tanks more often, but if you're auto-attacking the mains and you can stack it up on the minion wave, when you start attacking, if you can, like, orb walk and attack the Jinx and Morgana, it's going to do ridiculous amounts of damage.
Yeah, I mean, Trundle's one of those weird champions that he really does work well with any of a handful of keystones. Conquer can do pretty well into something that's going to be building lots of armor, like Nasus, and being able to just sit on the Nasus and dealing extra damage through the armor that he'll build early to survive lane. Press the attack he can do to just pop through bruisers and keep going, and he can also even run Grasp of the Undying just to keep even in health management against big beefy tanks that he's going to be trying to jump up and eat. So I guess the Conqueror works out. I don't remember what I ran against Front Lash in the Trundle Nasus matchup. I think it was Conqueror.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Too bad we can't ask General Dill.
I mean, yeah, I wish we could. He probably would know the answer to that.
Possibly. As we are finally in. Hold on. Sorry. Start talking.
So we're in game and everything is gray. We're just waiting on the players to load in and the vision to come out here. And here we almost. Okay, go. Wait, blue team loaded in before red team spawned. I'm gonna call hacks on a riot. Blue team spawned way before red team. What the fuck is this shit, Riot?
Yeah, that's actually. Well, no, you know what? Murphy just actually bought things faster. Yep. Sin Nudes was too busy.
I mean, when your champion exists, you can buy things faster than the other team.
Yeah, but they still the base gates or the spawn fountain gates are still down at the same time.
I know. Doesn't mean I'm not going to complain about Riot's coding. It is totally influential, Violet Sociocat. It makes a world of difference. If your character models are in the game before the other teams, then you're guaranteed to win.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Riot is at it again. Alright, so pretty standard starts. No invades, really. Just lining up defensively and then Labyrinth starting down on the red, and Jaundice starting at his blue. I wonder if we'll get any spicy invades out of the Lee Sin.
Yeah, if only we could, it'd be really nice if we could, like, somehow zoom in or zoom out to see, like, the entire map. But, I think what would be really interesting to see here is if there's a lot of early trading going on from Frontlash.
Yeah, Trundle getting aggressive onto that Nasus, getting him away from the wave, and just trying to keep an early farm advantage. May force Nasus to miss out on stacks, especially with the Conquer. Did Labyrinth smite that away? Labyrinth smiting the Scuttle Crab away here from Jaundice in the bottom side river.
Yeah, Jaundice not even using his smite, so...
But they're still going to stay even in experience here, as Jaundice did take the Gromp first, while Labyrinth waited around for that Scuttle to show up.
Labby known for always going...
Oh, here we go, Juicy Mommy going in with the Zenith Blade on Digital Love, but he gets the Black Shield, and it stops the Shield of Daybreak stun coming out. Just a little damage on the Digital Love early.
Yeah. A little bit of damage going down there. Also, Juice Me Daddy right there in the bot lane. Jaundice picking up the red buff. Labyrinth being able to secure both scuttles, something he's known for. He really likes to get both of those taken care of. If Jaundice is gonna try to invade right here, I don't think he wants to find this Warwick.
Yeah, normally a level 3 Lee Sin into a level 3 Warwick. This doesn't pan out for the Lee Sin due to the damage reduction and fear, but he may be behind Rob, who takes a lot of damage from Juice Minami. Here's Jaundice. Can Rob dodge out, forced to flash away from the Sonic Wave?
Yeah, that was a really, really good hold right there by Jaundice. Something that a lot of players don't understand sometimes is when you have these champions like a Morgana or like a Lee Sin that have most of their kit front-loaded into one skill shot, it's better to hold it until you know you can hit it and then force the summoner, or just hold it until you know you can hit it if there is no summoner. But trying to lead off with it sometimes then will just negate your whole entire gank.
Zenith Blade coming in from Juicy Daddy, just another Black Shield. Juicy Daddy's a little bit deep on this. Family Man not stepping up to add damage in. It's Juicy Daddy taking under half health from the duo Murphy Rodette, Digital Love, but the Jinx at low mana. As Rob here stunned up, here's Jaundice back in the mid lane again. He's gonna hit the Resonate Strike, take it, and Rob forced low back under his tower. And it's now Digital Love is jumped on again by Juicy Daddy. The damage comes out, the Ignite goes down. Digital Love taken low, forced to flash away from the Make It Rain, with the Ignite still ticking, but not enough damage coming out.
Yeah, actually, I believe... Oh!
Juicy Mommy flashing in on Rob, gets the stun and the damage. First blood over to Juicy Mommy as Jaundice trying to get there. But now Labyrinth is here on Juicy Mommy, gets the fear and a chomp, and just gonna head out. Jaundice almost picking up Digital Love on the back end of the bot side, though, as a minion flashed in front of his Sonic Wave to save Digital Love for the back. Yeah,
but then you can ping the minion's flash, and it's worth. So, no, a lot of action going on around the mid lane. Both summoners down for Rob. Juicy Mommy flashing in and using the Ignite to secure that kill for first blood. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Jaundice roaming down from there, just about to stop the back of Digital Love and probably pick up that kill. But you have two of your carries on the side of Power Bottom Boys now who are free ganks for this Lee Sin, who's still very strong this early game.
Yeah, no heal or flash for Digital Love, although Murphy Rodot still having that exhaust, so they will have that come down. Frontlash looking pretty low. Hillary Clinton maybe thinking about a dive, dropping the Wither and the Spirit Fire.
Yeah, probably not going to want to dive until they get level 6 though, but Frontlash probably just going to recall and go there. I'm expecting this Lee Sin of Jaundice to look at this bot lane one more time, focus onto Digital Love. They're down a little bit in CS, and the wave's going to be pushing towards the side of Sin Nudes. Also, just getting some vision around mid lane to keep Juice Me on me safe, because while Rob has not hit 6 yet, he still does not have any of his summoners. Had to burn TP after the first gank as well.
Yeah, not looking good for the carries here on the side of on the side of Power Bottom Boys.
Long Power Bottom Boys, everybody.
I saw the Digital Love tag and thought long anime schlongs. And then I remembered, that's my team. They can't be playing without me.
They're
We
playing
see up
later.
top, 3-man here going on to Hillary Clinton, but he does have level 6 and is safe under tower with the ultimate available.
Power bottom schlongs. Lol. Sorry. Chat's funny. Something interesting to note in terms of itemization choices. We do see the lethality coming out. Looks like a Berserker Greaves rush out of this Jinx right here, or maybe it's going to be a possibly a Storm Razor.
It's probably still going to be the Storm Razor, just holding onto the boots for a little bit extra dodging out on the engagement. He steps a little too far forward. He's going to take the Zenith Blade, but the Black Shield coming out as Murphy Rodette is stunned up. As now the damage, they're turning on to Murphy Rodette. He's taking low. Family Man trying to finish it off, unable to do so.
Yeah, unfortunate. A couple of auto cancels right there, and then the Conqueror only being procced right there at the very last part of it, as a Frontlash going in for a big trade right here.
Yeah, but he's going to just get withered, and Hillary Clinton's going to walk away. So Hillary Clinton does have a slight experience advantage due to a couple members of Power Bottom Boys being up there and taking some of that experience away, but Frontlash still really close behind.
Yeah, an experience lead for sure, but if we want to talk about some CS leads, that's a 22 CS lead in the top lane, but then in the bot lane, it's almost double for the side of Family Man on top of Digital Love. You know, just that early gank right there from, and burning the flash on Digital Love right there has paid huge dividends on the side of Sin Nudes.
John is checking things out with this Resonate, with the Sonic Wave, gonna land on the Labyrinth, not taking that through.
Yeah, Jaundice having built the Tiamat to try to match the early clear speed and the healthiness that a Warwick can have. As we see Frontlash, is he taking the red buff right now? Yeah, he's actually invading and taking the red buff, so this will be huge for putting Jaundice behind.
Yeah, especially when they know that Jaundice is down here on this bot side, looking into the bot river, as Labyrinth spots him out there. Level 6 apiece for these junglers, and level 6 apiece for bot lane, so all ultimates available. We'll see who gets to make the next move.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lee Sin wasn't able to do anything in the window that was presented to him. Now Rob's TP and Flash coming off cooldown. Digital Love almost off cooldown right now, but it doesn't look like Lee Sin's going to be pathing this way anytime soon. So we're just going to kind of reset and see if some lanes can make some plays. I don't foresee any TP plays coming out from Sin Nudes. But they do have the TP advantage if they want to use it without, in the top lane at least, Rob having it available now.
Yeah, although, I mean, the window didn't net them any kills, it certainly netted them some farm leads. Here in the bot lane, just continually growing for Family Man in this misfortune.
Yeah, and something that I think we should look at right now is Rift Herald's going to be spawning soon. Jaundice just found out that he had his red buff stolen and is invading on the blue side. Labby's going to be here in the bot lane. I don't know if he really wants this. They'd have to land a binding for sure. Rift Herald being up, but also this Mountain Drake, which would be huge, more so I believe for the side of Sin Nudes, because they don't necessarily have a very fast Baron taking team as for the side of Power Bottom Boys. They'll have a Jinx and a Warwick and a Trundle, all being able to just you know, tear down any neutral objectives and structures pretty quickly.
And even Echo, too, coming out with percent health damages. Frontlash is looking for a trade, but Jaundice is here. He actually misses the Sonic Wave and tries to hop in, but Frontlash flashing away before the Dragon's Rage comes out.
Yep.
Now they're going to look to pressure him under this tower. As the Sonic Wave misses again from Jaundice, but Frontlash dropping the ultimate onto Hillary Clinton, going to shred him down, get some health back. It looks like that failed, but meanwhile, bot lane, Digital Love jumped on, he goes down to the Ignite. Actually, Jaundice picking up Frontlash in the top lane. Will he go down? No, he barely misses out on that last tower shot.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch that real quick, as Hillary Clinton was in the top lane, took it out, and then Jaundice lands the Dragon Psych, and then Q's away, and then barely lives while popping some health potions. So, not necessarily the cleanest dive ever from the side of Sin Nudes. Jaundice doing exactly what I said don't do.
Oh, goes down to the Super Mega Death Dragon. As Frontlash teleporting in to save this tower. That is going to be a heck of a save there. As now he looks for Hillary Clinton, but the Wither just going to let him walk away.
Boom! Yeah, that was unfortunate. not really saving his Q and, you know, using the cripple to kind of start off these fights. As Hillary Clinton, you have no mana. You are the freak on the team right now. But as Power Bottom Boys are looking at this Mountain Drake, as
Juice Mad flashing in, he's gonna get the stun, and the Tibbers comes up. He takes the kill onto Labyrinth, but he does go down. Now there's an angry Tibbers in that Dragon Pit, but still plenty of time to shred this down. Sennu's not in a position to get it, and trading 1 for 1, and Power Bottom Boys still get the Dragon. Not bad, grabbing that Earth Drake up.
Yeah, and you know, Hillary Clinton deciding not to stack the cannon. Interesting, as he's gonna lose this tower. Oh. Wow,
so
that's
first
so
tower,
unfortunate.
Front Lash just ignoring a manaless Nasus. What's he gonna do to Trundle? Now Jonas is here for Rob. Rob out of mana and no ultimate. Everything lands, and Jonas is gonna pick up that kill and get out the back.
Now see, that's the way you play Lee Sin. You get close enough, you lead with the cripple, you
Here
make
comes
them try
Warwick,
to dodge.
though. Looking for Jaundice. Warwick is on the hunt. The blood scent pounding in his ears and nose, but it's fucking loud when that thing goes off.
Yeah. It's not as loud as anything Pike does, I'll tell you that.
So probably gonna get jumped on here. Drops the Chompers to safely disengage from. Yeah, why is when Pike pops his W to go camouflage, is it so loud for the enemy team and yourself?
It's about the worst thing since the Teemo Global Taunt. Almost. Not as bad, but almost.
What about the global Amumu laugh on the
Emu
was it the sad robot Amumu?
Oh, I thought it was the Emu. Maybe it was.
I think it was the robot Amumu had the global laugh. That was annoying.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
You know what they should do next? They should make Nunu bots
Oh yes.
laugh global.
Actually, I'm so for that, but I don't want that. I just want him to like every time he takes an objective, no matter if you have vision on him or not, he's just like, we will win through our superior, you know, like whatever he says. What's the like our superior shot calling or something like that?
I have no idea. Now Front Lash looking for Hillary Clinton. The Wither coming down, but the pillar is keeping Hillary Clinton slowed up. Front Lash getting some good damage on there with that Titanic Hydra finished. But there are 3 members of Send News coming up to this top side. Front Lash maybe in a little bit of trouble here as Hillary Clinton goes hard. Here comes the Wither. Front Lash is just going to get stuck in place, stunned up. And there's a free kill over to Juice Me Mommy.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really big Annie. Lee Sin, you know, basically dog sitting right now for this top lane. As he going to be going in right there. Don't use the Demolish proc, that's perfectly fine. I think they could translate this into a Herald take right now, but it just seems like Juice Me Mommy's going to recall back to base.
Yeah, giving Rob a little bit of time here to catch up on farm in the mid lane. Although Rob did look bot lane, but it was spotted out on his attempt at a gank. There's a little bit of damage going onto Juice Me Daddy, but that's a Leona.
Yeah, and this bot. Oh!
Spited away. Oh, the ultimate from Warwick. Gonna miss, but Labyrinth does get the fear. Here comes the kick through Rob as Jonas takes it, but Jonas is now in a bad spot as Front Lash is here. Jonas forced the ward hop over to a control ward as he's looking for that resonating strike on Labyrinth. Stupid directed camera.
Yeah.
As Jonas is in a bad spot, Rob is going to get on top of him, get some damage off. Jonas flashing away, safeguarding to that minion, but he may still get chased down here. Labyrinth flashes over the Sonic Wave and is going to take down Jaundice.
Now that was a great flash by Labby right there. Flashing over it, and also I think no, Labby didn't do it. He not taking the Q all the way through, but getting the chomp and getting the damage to kill Jaundice right there, who was getting a little bit too big for his blind britches right there.
I mean, I think he was just panic running. He didn't know that Front Lash would be there so quickly as he followed in on Labyrinth after the Dragon's Rage through Rob. And then Hillary Clinton saying, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and just leaving him high and dry.
Hold on, I'm gonna go check something really quick.
Ooh, Juice Me Mommy coming behind the tower, gonna just nuke Murphy Rodhead as Digital Love flashing away from the damage. Not even gonna matter. He goes down, also pops the heals. Front Lash is here now too. Gonna go in on Juice Me Daddy, getting the pillar up, and also the subjugate down on the Juice Me Daddy, shredding him through as he flashes past the solar flare and gonna take him down. Now Labyrinth here in the mid lane, spotting out Jaundice as they did pick up the Rift Herald on the side of Power Bottom Boys. Now Juice Me Mommy looking to try to make something happen mid lane, but they're just gonna back out safely as Jaundice chasing down Rob under tower, looking at a threatening attempt, but he's not going to be able to dive this yet.
Yeah, Jaundice actually keeping up in experience and farm with this Warwick right now is actually really, really good, as neither one has completed a jungle smite as of right now. They both just have machetes. Oh, but the flash. And yeah,
he's gone.
There. That was really good play-by-play. Yeah.
Although Lee Sin does have that, he does have a Black Cleaver completed with his kill advantage over Labyrinth early on in this game.
Yeah, I think... So let's just take stock of the game we're at right now. 4-10, 10-4 lead for the side of Sen Nudes. They have about a 3,000 gold, or 2,000 gold, excuse me, right now. Dragon is coming up right now. Ooh.
Front Lash coming behind just behind me. Ooh, the ultimate is going to land from Labyrinth, but takes a ton of damage back from the Tibbers. Goes down in the end of Juice Me Daddy as Front Lash takes down Juice Me Mommy, is now Hiller Clinton teleporting in, and we see Front Lash taking down Tibbers. Family Man looking to get aggressive, just going to back out into the Chompers. A 1-for-1 plus the teleport from Hiller Clinton after all said done.
Yeah, but I think the bigger thing here is that your smite's down on the side of Power Bottom Boys. So if you are the side, you did burn that TP, you might as well just start up the Dragon right now. Lee Sin can heal while he has the Tiamat off of this. And you still have this Misfortune bullet time available, so if they just want to walk into you, this is perfectly fine if you're Misfortune.
Oh, Rob flashing forward aggressively for John is gonna miss the key Time Winder and just head back. Juice Me Daddy now on the wrong side of this fight, forced to drop it. Here comes a huge bullet time across three members. Riffy Rodette flashing out of that. As Rob's still on top of Juice Me Daddy. That is a tanky Leona. Super Mega Death Rocket takes two as John is trapped in there from the collateral damage.
Oh man, as it was looking really, really good. I think you had to either call it off a little bit sooner, or you needed to pop that bullet time a little bit earlier, get in a better spot, because while it hit everybody, they could just easily run out of it. Oh, Juice Me Mommy?
Juice Me Mommy was looking for the Rift cancel on that, but not able to get in range with abilities up for the stun, as the Rift Herald does get dropped off into the mid lane. 5 members of Power Bottom Boys here for this mid lane tower, the last remaining outer tower on the side of Sen Nudes. And it's gone.
Yeah, Rift Herald doing a minimum amount of damage no matter how many times you hit it in the back.
And it gets the second charge up, so some damage here onto that inner turret as Power Bottom Boys gonna back out and take their victory to the bank, closing this gold lead. Only 500 gold advantage to the side of Sen Nudes.
Yeah. I think going forward now that the gold lead's almost about even and the dragons are on the side of Power Bottom Boys, Rob rushing a Banshee's Veil, kind of smart going into the Annie right there, as Baron has just spawned, and they're just sitting on the pink ward hoping someone comes and checks.
And it appears that Rob is pretty far behind, so the Banshee's Veil, a very economical purchase here. Down 1.2k gold to Juice Me Mommy here on that Annie. The biggest gold disadvantage on the side of Power Bottom Boys, so having to build a little bit more safe and survivable so that he can hopefully have some team fight value and eventually just scale into that split push presence.
Yeah, it's also really good for blocking stuff like the Lee Sin Q for Rob with the, or the
double up.
double up, and every form of CC that they have. The only thing that I think would definitely be good to take it off, it would be the Spirit Fire from Nasus. It'll easily take it off, but Nasus
I don't believe it can remove a Banshee's Veil because it is a damage over time in an area. It's Rob. John is going in, gonna pop some damage on Rob with the Electrocute and just hop out. Now looking onto Digital Love, he may go through with this for a fight as Hiller Clinton gonna get jumped on here by Front Lash, getting some good damage in with that Conquer. Just trying to stay safe, Power Bottom Boys mid lane under this tower. As Front Lash just ignoring Hillary Clinton again, but he is not a manaless Nasus this time. He's going to hurt. You cannot just sit there and take that tower.
Yep, this is looking extremely like in a macro that we saw today in Rift Rivals. Only one side lane being pushed at any given time. The wave in the top, as we see a TP coming out from Rob right here, are they going to try to make a play?
Labyrinth's flashing and aggressively, gonna miss the ultimate, get kicked in the team, but he's got the fear running. He does get a 2-man fear and survives the burst. There's 2 men stunned up from Rob. Juice Me Daddy gonna go low as John is taken down. Juice Me forced to flash over the wall, front lash flashing after. Labyrinth also following, I think, with the Q. As now Juice Me forced to go into that stopwatch. He does go down to front lash, who will eventually go down to the Nasus. Gonna pick up some stacks for that Nasus. And a 3 for 2 in favor of Power Bottom Boys.
Yeah, so some questionable things. One, they dodged Labyrinth's ult, which was really good. But then John just kicking the Warwick into the backline on top of Family Man, making him have to kind of kite back a little bit. And then a so well-placed pillar from the side of Front Lash right there to lock both, I believe, Lee Sin and Leona in the... what is it called? The parallel convergence. That's the stun, the E-stun from Echo. Really made that fight happen. And another Family Man ult that was kind of just not taking the whole entire team into account. People were going to be able to walk out of it. But a nice cleanup right there to secure a couple of kills on the back end of that. But things are looking really grim for the side of...
Murphy right head. Gonna get jumped on here by Jaundice as he's clearing out Worth. He's gonna get stuck there. He's just gonna go down. Family Man picking up a free kill there. Nobody helping the Squishy Morgana secure vision is a little bit of a misstep. Is now Rob looking to defend this tower. He does get into the parallel conversion and is able to get his way out of there with the ultimate. Getting that Chrono Break out just in time as the Super Mega Deck coming out. Barely gonna miss Juice Me Mommy. Looking for that one.
Yeah, that was really interesting, considering that they wanted to dive the Echo with the ultimate and let the Annie tank 5 tower shots.
She does have that Zanya, so that may have been the play, as she has the easiest way to break the tower aggro. All said and done. Oh, Front Lash gonna get stunned by Juice Me Daddy, but dodging out on the Zenith Blade as Juice Me Daddy just gonna get trapped in by the pillar. Oh my gosh, actually getting knocked up from the kick. Front Lash going down. Oh, here we go. Labyrinth trying to find out Jaundice as he just hops away. Front Lash going back forward aggressively, but there is Juice Me Mommy back. Huge damage and burst and a stun coming out. Black Shield not in time as they do pick up Jaundice on the end, but Labyrinth also sacrificing himself. Rob maybe trying to make something happen. Just gonna flash away. Will he take the Chrono Break onto Juice Me Daddy? Is he that aggressive? Not quite.
No, yeah, I think he was almost about to have his ult off, but he didn't want to get slowed and get caught out. So burning the flash right there. A little bit of disjunct between both Misfortune and Lee Sin. Lee Sin kicking everybody away, but only just securing the kill onto the Jinx from Family Man's bullet time.
I think it was an okay play there. Yeah. You had the Dragon's Rage onto Trundle, who's probably not going to die to the bullet time. Knocking up Digital Love on the edge of the bullet time and just taking that Jinx down is something that Power Bottom Boys is going to have to be weary of happening, and especially Murphy Raudette going to have to be on top of those black shields for his backline. Again, just maybe not understanding or respecting the Dragon's Rage when you have a Lee Sin mate on your team is just kind of a misstep.
Well, to be fair, there is a Lee Sin main on his team who has experienced what a black shield can do. There's...
Used to be Mommy gonna find them out, but not enough damage here coming out as he's just gonna go down, picked off by the Warwick ultimate. The Leona Solar Flare over the wall, not enough to lock you down. Labyrinth getting very aggressive, but popping that damage reduction and the fear. Will he go down? He does go down to the bullet time. His Front Lash also taking pretty low. Rob in on the backside, gonna get eaten down. Hillary Clinton taken down from the AoE on that Super Mega Death Rocket. As we are looking for a pentakill here for Family Man, they are going to... There goes the... Oh, John is gonna steal that pentakill. 4 kills for Family Man.
And also burning his flash there at the last second, probably not realizing what was going on. But a good ace for the side of Sin News as they do pick up the Mountain Drake and are looking straight onto this Baron right here.
This is a little ballsy attempt they're 3 members down, and Donna's just taking the crab while Juice Me Daddy tanks. I don't know if they have the damage here for this.
I think they do if Juice Me Mommy was to come a little bit earlier, but they do have a... You just need to make
Juice Me Daddy's going to go down to this Baron. It's trying to kill him. Barely hopping away. Here comes a teleport from Hillary Clinton, and that will put them in a position now to take this Baron.
Here comes Labby, though. He's not going to be in time. He doesn't have ultimate. Nice smite. Wait, what?
Family flashing over the wall. As
Oh
getting
my
bursting
God.
down from that Dustblade damage. Gonna just heal that all back up with the Chrono Break. Just headed out from Power Bottom Boys. They're not going to overchase this into an unknown position of an Annie.
Oh my God, that damage coming up from Family Man, who quietly has almost 200 CS and a 8-0-6 score line, being the only deathless person on this game, has been a standout this entire game, with still keeping around a 40 to 50 CS lead from about the 7-minute mark.
An entire item and a half on top of his counterpart of Digital Love. Let's see what the gold difference looks like, and that is almost 3,000 gold differential there in that bot lane now.
So at this point, they're probably going to try to run the 1-4. You need to get pressure from your side lane in Hillary Clinton to push up the wave. You don't want to try anything too crazy. Rob does have ultimate available, and while you do have a lot of engage, the flash on Juice Me Mommy is available for the flash Annie ult. You have to make...
There's the flash ult onto Murphy, just taken down.
Well, I said apply pressure. More pressure was being applied by front lash, so Hillary Clinton left, and then Juice Me Mommy said, you know what? I'm just going to go.
John is going in deep, trying to get that up, but Labyrinth behind the team with a fear. He's going to get 3 members feared, but kicked away, getting the ultimate down onto Jaundice, but Family Man going to take him down with the damage. Here comes the bullet time. Juice Me Daddy following through to keep him locked in. Double kill for Family Man.
Family Man is just doing so much. His positioning is quite well. Jaundice getting a little disjunct, seeing Labyrinth solo flanking with no real support from the rest of his team, as Rob was just slightly behind, but they both go down to Family Man. They crack the mid lane inhibitor and are looking to secure this top lane tier 2.
Yeah, they're going to get this. I don't know why Power Bottom Boys went anywhere near that tower.
Yeah, as most people should know by now, even if you don't watch regular LCS, but if you just watch... Wait, is Juice Me Mommy like... Okay, never mind. I thought he was AFK because he was just auto-attacking.
You don't know about attack speed crit Annie?
This is an AR. AR.
No, but it is Juice Me Mommy, and you never know what he'll pull out sometimes.
This is fair. Throw back to Sterix Gage Nar before Hooney made it cool.
And so, how much time is on this Baron?
The Baron's almost up.
20 seconds, so they're just gonna head out of there.
Yeah, use their last really cool Power Ranger recalls. Now Family Man's even more safe. The Knight's Vow from Juice Me Daddy and the Guardian Angel. Good luck taking down this extremely fed Misfortune. Double lethality and Black Cleaver. Nobody can... If the bullet time comes up, everyone just needs to burn their flash, because they're probably going down. And hashtag Durf nerfed.
Durf nerfed.
Nerfed. As Frontlash is here in this bot lane.
Gonna get spotted out here. Gonna get kicked into Family Man and Juice Me Mommy. The stun coming out, and just too much damage here from this Misfortune.
Is that Rush? No, it's just Jaundice trying to do his best insect impersonations. Really nice play. A nice little pick off right here, as you still have Hillary Clinton in the top lane again. Now you just do it what you were going to do earlier, but without Baron buff. Try to get your bot lane pushing and wait for the pressure of Hillary Clinton to apply. Have someone answer it, and then you can take a numbers advantage in the bot lane.
At this point, I don't know what all Power Bottom Boys can do to come back out of all of this. It's just an incredibly uphill battle. So News is going to have to just get too cocky and dive Fountain or something.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't even know if it's about diving Fountain, but if you can see what we've seen from them in previous games, if Juice Miami goes a little bit too ham, if a Black Shield does land on the right target, if a Dark Binding lands onto someone like Jaundice, or Front Lash can somehow kill Hillary Clinton, which probably isn't going to happen anytime soon, but...
It's going to put some good damage on there. Does have the Bramble Vest there to prevent Hillary Clinton from completing a full-on duel with healing. But Wither is just so oppressive. When will they take care of that stupid-ass ability? I'm going to try to find Juicy Mami, but he's going to get out of there. As Jaundice stunned up, but the bullet time coming across 3 members. Here comes Front Lash into the back line. Going to get kicked away. His family man going low. Gonna go into the GA, but he does get the kill on the way out. And Power Bottom Boys just doesn't have any re-engages. They're all way too low. Jaundice going to find Murphy Rao dead. Here as Juicy Daddy goes in, picks up the kill. Jaundice follows in suit, takes up the second kill, and is going to go down to the tower. Now there's 2 members remaining as Power Bottom Boys. Juicy Daddy going in deep. Gentlelove gonna pick up a kill. So the health bars are really low, but Nasus is on the Nexus towers, and there's really nothing they can do at this point. There's only a far behind Jinx and a low health Warwick here against 3 members of Send Nudes, and it looks like Send Nudes going to be able to take game 1. Labyrinth gonna try to pick up that free KDA kill off the backside. Hillary Clinton with the flash auto, taking out the Nexus. Game 1 to Send Nudes.
Yep, Family Man, that GA coming in clutch secures his perfect KDA of not dying this game. Absolutely insane. Good overall play from the side of Sin Nudes. There were some happen, but kind of just, Jaundice making a play in the mid lane early to blow some summoners. Juice Mami sparking the first blood right there, and what was just a firework going towards their second win of the season for Sin Nudes.
Yeah, and quite the performance here from the bot lane of Sin Nudes, able to overtake their opponents early through farming. And honestly, that's some of the best positioning I've ever seen out of Family Man in PMA LCS, doing an incredible job on that Misfortune. Few, first or second ultimate, not that impactful, but just coming out big in the end through the mid game and out. Huge play from this Misfortune of Family Man.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think, last team fight notwithstanding, Family Man knowing exactly what he needs to do, and I don't know what you can accredit that to. Juice Me Daddy also having some really, really good follow-ups in that bot lane, playing around the Black Shield, stunning the target without it, as a problem that we always talk about here on the desk, that Black Shield can only stop one person from getting CC'd, so good job on them. I think it's almost unanimous that it's going to go to Family Man for the MVP. That's my vote here. I'm pretty sure that's yours, General Dill, but just want to give some shout-outs to Juice Me Mommy getting that first blood after Jaundice with that gank, and just Juice Me Daddy in the bot lane for some really nice engages.
Yeah, and hearing the crowd that Annie got a 93 damage critical strike. Trolling us again?
No, like you said, anything can happen when it's Juice Me Mommy.
I feel like he bought a Brawler's Glove at some point, got that crit, and then just sold it just to troll us all. How do you create a poll? I don't know.
It's already been created.
Oh, where was that? There we go.
Like way up there. Let's see.
Solid.
And whatever.
Alrighty, so I need an invite to this game, and we will probably take a quick break here to reset the VODs for the Game 2 coming up, as you are here watching Power Bottom Boys versus Send Nudes.